Okay, fellas, when you're working with kids, especially new kids to a program, the first thing we look at is the back and the difference between a flat back and a rounded back. The rounded back is weak, right? And it's not natural, and that's the flat back with the negative arch. So when you're thinking of flat backs, think of like gorillas, chest up, butt out. See how flat that back is with the negative scoop in the back. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we tell the kids is to do is sit up as straight as you can on a chair and then take your butt 1 inch up and then count it from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit. Then come back, sit up as straight as you can. Get your butt 1 inch off. Hold that again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just take that negative arch and then transition down into a 3-point stance. Now, when we're looking at 3-point stances, we're looking at playing with flat feet. And the reason why we play with flat feet is we are asked to move left. We're asked to move right. We're asked to move forward, and we're asked to move back. Back in the day, they didn't do that, right? They played forward football. So they put a lot of weight forward, 60% of the weight, 40% on the back, put their hands heavy, heels up, staggered their stance because they were just going forward. So the first clip here, this is 1976. This is Anigo and Racine Horlick, I believe. Now look at how staggered their stance is. Look how much weight is forward. Look how high the heels are off the ground. You can see it here. Look at that guard, right? Those feet are wide apart. You have weight going forward. Because they're going in one direction. They're going straight. They're just going forward. This is some USFL or NFL Europe stuff, I think, from the 90s. But you can see the same thing if you look at the tight end coming up there, right? How much weight is forward? You see the heels coming off, playing on the balls of the feet. Now we don't play on the balls of the feet. We play on a full, flat foot. This is interesting. So this is when Eric was in high school. What they played is flex punt football. They played 65% of the way forward. Look at the guards, the left tackle and the fullback. Look at the heels off the ground because they're only going in one direction, right? They're going forward. Now we're playing on flat feet because we have to move in all directions. We have to move in 2 dimensions, right? So you can see that his feet splay out a little bit, and he is pushing off on the insteps of his feet. That's where he's loading his weight, on the insteps of the foot. Okay? So the next thing we talk about real quick is demeanor. And that's your body position. And just how strong is your body position. Okay. So I'm pushing, I'm pulling. Eric is trying to keep his knees inside of his ankles. And he's loading up his entire flat foot. You can take that from a 2-point stance down to a 3-point stance. Same thing, demeanor, strength in position, pushing and pulling. And this is adding some bands. Again, he's trying to keep his knee inside his ankle. I'm trying to take his knee outside of his ankle. And you can do this with 1 band, and you can do this with 2 bands.
Good? Yep. Okay, fellas, these bags are really nice. Number one, if they have to secure to take on a block, they can hold here and here. Okay. If you turn around, it's belted, hinged at the top. So if you're running a scout situation, they can run. Like if they're a D-back or linebacker, they can go ahead and run. And the coolest thing is when we're blocking, right? This is a hold, This is a hold, this is a hold, this is not a hold, okay? So right here, what they do is they have pockets so you know where your hands go, okay? And this is the same distance, or the same width as this, okay? Okay, the first one is a fit. Go ahead, fit. Fit, set. Fit, set. Up. Fit, set, fit. Fit, set, fit. Up. Fit, set, fit, drive, fit. So we're going to back you up into here. Here we go, ready? Fit, set, fit, drive, fit, up. Okay. Fit, set, drive, fit. Back up. Fit. Set. Ready. Drive. Fit. Up. %. On a cadence. So our cadence, we're going to go, ready? You're going to snap to a ready, like old school football. Down, snap to a down. And that's how we get our kids off of the ball fast. Coaches want to know, how do you get your offensive line off the ball fast? The key is, if they, in unison, snap to the ready, snap to the down, and they look sharp, they'll get off the ball because they're locked in. Then our cadence is ready, down, go, go, set, go. Set being the key word. So you don't do anything until after set. Here we go. So this is 50%. Ready, down, go, 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 set, go. Fit. Up. Now we go from 50 to 75 the same way. Ready, down, go, 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 set, go. Fit. Up. Now it's 100%. Just getting off the ball as fast as you can. Ready, down, go, 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 set, go. Fit. Up. So now we're doing the same thing again, but we're really working on 100%. Getting off the ball as fast as you can. Now flatten those feet, okay? And the feet, when you're pushing off the insteps, they're gonna go from this to a little bit like this, really pounding the feet. Back up. We'll get you in here. Right, down, go, set, go. Fit. Up. So now what we want to do is the same thing again, 100% flat feet, but now we want an attitude. Okay, now we want him to be mean, pissy, bad attitude. Okay. Ready. Down. Go. Go. Set. Go. Up. Now we're going to try one for the back, from the back. I'm going to face this way because we're doing the same drill again, but this time we're looking for a steer and then a fit. So Eric, you're going to be here, coming out that way. I'm going to say the full cadence again, okay? But this time I'm going to say steer and then fit. So drive, okay? Ready, down, go, go. Set, go, steer, fit, up. Now we're going to steer the other way. Okay. Ready, down, go, 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 set, go, steer, fit. Good. One drill that we like to do to get the kids pounding their feet flat. Go get a kettlebell. And these are goblet duck walks. Go this way across the front. Okay, here we go.
Good here?
Good there. And really pound your feet. There you go.
Good?
Good.
So as we approach the second level here, blocking linebackers or defensive backs, they're smaller guys, so we may replace the bag with a medicine ball, and we want to come under. We don't want to reach over the top. This is how you get holding calls, especially on smaller frames. So we need to come under on our blocks. So as I'm climbing the second level, boom, boom, we come here. All right, so back up. We like to get a duck walk with this and double under.
Okay, what we're talking about right now is pulling. So back in the day, when teams played heavy football, okay, 60% of the weight forward, heels up, when they would pull, they couldn't push off of the balls of their feet, and that's why you would see them pull their elbow open. Okay? Now, when guys play with flat feet, they don't have to pull the elbow open because they can push off of this instep. So instead of here, all guys have to do is put their weight on this instep and push. Push away from that. Push. And that's their pull. Okay? So what we're going to do with Eric is we're going to do 4 levels. And he's going to load up his knee. We're going to go set. Go. One more time. Set. Go. Good. Now we're going to go to level 2. Set. Go. Set. Go. Level 3. Set. Go. Set. Go. Good. Level 4, right on the ground. Set. Go. Set. Go. Level 5 is 3-point stance. Okay. Ready. Down. Set. Go. Here we go. Set. Go. Good. Okay, now we're going the opposite way. We're just going to go one of each. Level 1. Say, go. Level 2. Say, go. Level 3. Say, go. Level 4. Say, go. Level 5. Say, go. What? Do you want to explain bucket steps?
Yeah, so a bucket step is where you push off of your inside foot as opposed to your opposite, right? So if I pull this way, if I'm a right guard and I'm pulling to the left, instead of opening my hip here, I can actually push off of my left foot.
So show them where you're loading up your weight. Where's all your weight
I'm
right
actually
now?
loading up my whole left foot right now, my inside foot. I'm at right guard, pulling to the left here. So the weight is all here. I'm pushing here. And it's like a crossover step.
And what's the advantage of a bucket step?
So you can keep your shoulders square.
Yeah.
So if I'm wrapping up and through like a fold, I might bucket step instead.
So wait, stand up. Can you explain the difference between a kick and a fold?
So a kick, we are taking a end man on the line of scrimmage. I'm okay with turning my shoulder because I want him out. Right? Right? But if I'm folding up to a linebacker, I want to stay square so I can attack this guy head on. Double under.
Okay. Set. Go. One more that way. Set. Go. Do you bucket the other way?
I don't, but I can now.
Okay.
So I'm a left guard now.
Here you go. Set. Go. One more. Set. Go. Good. Talk to that.
So we're gonna go towel torques here, right? So the goal is we really want to lock in our elbows and our lats, right? As offensive linemen, you leave a lot of power on the table if you can't engage your lats, right? So your partner's gonna pull this tight, not let you tug it, and we're gonna actually start lower here. And my goal is to bring my elbow tight to my body, engage my lat, and pick this up, right? Like a bully in the cafeteria, if Swedes have those. Set, go! Left arm, same thing, engage the elbow by squeezing your lat. Set, go! And then we can go both hands. Set, go! Good.
Now, what does this look like when you're actually locked up with the defender?
So now, instead of being out here, I'm actually bringing my elbows and I'm squeezing my lats on the fit. Set, go.
One more like that.
I've got more control here. Set.
Oh, can you stand up real quick and explain the difference between why would a right guard and a right tackle want their right hand down, and why would a left guard and a left tackle want their left hand down?
So in modern football, a left guard or a left tackle would want their left hand down because they want their inside hand up, right? If a lot of teams are spread pass teams now, and if I have a defender on my inside gap, I want to be able to control him immediately. So I have to have the hand up. Plus, I also want my inside knee up. So if I'm kick setting, I could really push up this leg. Set, go, boom, boom.
A lot of Swedes play in 2-point stances. Why would they want to have, as a left guard or left tackle, their right foot up and their left foot back?
As a right guard,
As a left guard, why would they want their right foot up and their left foot back?
because I can't give up any penetration to my inside, right? The inside's the fastest path to the quarterback, so I can't give this away for free. If I get a weak hip here, that's where you're grabbing and twisting as he's escorted to the quarterback.
All right, can you show?
So we're gonna go 6-point explosions here. I'm gonna have my back toes curled. I'm gonna be on my knees, my hands.
What are the 6 points?
Hand, hand, knee, knee, toe, toe.
Okay.
6 points. So as offensive linemen, our power is in our hips, right? Because we have to play under control. My power is in my hips. So my hips are coming up and through. So set, go, boom, hips are coming through.
How do you know if you've done it correctly?
You know you've done it correctly if your Peter comes to the ground.
On me?
Yeah, on you.
Say, go. One more. Say, go.
Good?
Yep. Now we're going to talk about D-line. We can do the same drill again, except now he's keying movement, not count. So I'm going to try to throw him off at the count. And then you wait until boom, you get movement. Here you go. Say, go, go. He's now a D-line. Here we go. Say, ready, 5, go, go, say, go. Good.
So we call this aircraft toe. So when we're in the run game, think your hips are an aircraft coming off the end of an aircraft carrier, right? Not helicopter. Hips don't come straight up, they come out. These straps hooked up to a sled between my legs forces me to move with my hips first. So, on you.
Say, go. Say, go.
So it's a V-taper bar. So my hands are sitting inside here. And these are the same straps from earlier, just sitting in the middle of my hands.
Say, go. Good. Say, go.
So now I'm looping the straps through a weightlifting belt here. And now I'm towing the weight behind me. On you.
Say, go. 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 Say, go.
So now, this can be in the weight room or on the field. I've got bands hooked up to me here, and we're doing banded broad jumps. Broad jumps meaning out, right? Because this forces us to push our hips through. Boom! If I don't move my hips and I jump, I'm getting pulled backwards, right? I don't move my hips, backwards, right? We want to see hip explosion, hips push through, they have to. Good?
Good.
Bend.
So we've just been talking about hip explosions and how to push your hips through and gain power from your hips, right? But we also have to be able to move our hips, right? Because if we can't move our hips, we can't generate power from them. And really that's the difference between offensive linemen that are new to a program and the seasoned vets who have been around for a while and they can really dominate the run game, right? So. Right? So first thing I'm going to start with, we call these 90-90s. So both legs are 90 degrees. So I'm going to sit, step one, I'm going to try to sit on my elbows over my front knee. If I can do that, I'm going to try to leave my legs right where they are and twist my shoulders to be square with my knees. If I can do that, I'm going to try to pick up my back knee without picking up my back foot. This is where a lot of guys are going to start running into problems. And step 4, if you can, this is where I'm at, is trying to pick up your back foot without picking up your knee. And if we can, we flip. Sit over to the front knee. See if we can square up with our knees. Pick up our back knee. Pick up our back foot. Call this couch stretch because you can literally do this on your couch at home. So I'm going to kick up my back foot, front knee on the ground, or back knee on the ground, sorry, and I'm trying to squeeze my butt cheek. That pushes my hip through. I'll switch legs here. Keep my foot up, back knee down, push my butt cheek through. Oh, good.
Okay.
Another way to pry open our hips is I grab a dumbbell, a kettlebell, and I'm going to spread my feet wide here, not too wide, mine's a little bit wider than shoulders, and I'm going to squat down, see if I can keep my chest up, and I'm going to sit down, let the dumbbell sit right in the middle, and I'm going to use my elbows to push my knees apart and just rock down here. Good. Okay, so variation of the sit and shift that I just showed is called the Spanish squat, and this is for guys that are a little newer or a little tighter, or I use this in season as a rehabilitation exercise. So now I got this band, the band is pulling my knees forward, so I got to back up into it a little bit. Right, same thing, got my dumbbell, sit it right in the middle, and I'm trying to sit back. The band is continually pulling my knees forward, which allows me to sink in my hips. Good?
Good.
So we call these Spider-Mans, right? Spider-Man climbs up the wall. Kind of similar to the couch stretch. I'm just coming, Spider-Man's climbing up the wall. I'm squeezing my back, butt cheek, and pushing my hips through. Switch them here. Spider-Man's climbing up the wall. Push my back butt cheek through and squeeze it. Good. So in the weight room now, if you guys are having trouble with hip mobility, right? Maybe the best thing for them in the weight room would be what we call Hatfield squats. So it's a safety bar on top and a lower bar here. So the idea is with my hands grabbing here, I can keep my chest up and really force my hips down as I squat. So I can sit back, keep my hands here, really get that depth and up. So this is another series for hip mobility. We call this is our hurdle series. This is actually great for all positions of football, not just offensive line. The first part is lead leg, right? So I'm trying to keep my leg straight, bring it up and over. Still lead leg, I'll come back. And now is
Trail.
trail leg. We're getting the back leg, same thing. Trail leg again.
Scissors.
Scissors is lead leg, then trail leg. What do you got next?
Knee up and over.
Up and overs. So I'm changing my hips parallel to the middles, try to pick up and over. Back. What's next?
Marching.
Marching. So we're going both. One up, one over, one up, one over, one up, one over. So I'll go start with my left foot here. And I'll come back starting with my right leg.
Tyson's.
So we're coming under, and our head's gonna kind of pop up on the other side, and we're gonna come back. So. Ugh. And back. So we're changing over to pass pro here now. This is called line sets. Our first step is called ankle lead. We're looking for our ankle to lead or be outside of our knee. We want our knee pinned in. I'm at right guard right now.
Set. Go. Set. Go. Set. Go. Good. Set. Go. 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 Good.
The second part of our series is called Australian hips. We want our hips underneath our center of gravity here. We don't want forward, we want hips under. So, same setup.
Sit. Go.
And now I'm rolling my hips through.
Sit. Go. Sit. Go. Up. Sit. Go. Sit. Go.
So this is the third step of our line set series. We call these plus ones. The goal here is we want to be slow and in control. And as we tell our kids here in the United States, we want typewriter feet, right? Our feet are not coming off at the same time, but they're close to the ground and they're staggered. So it's click, 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 click. On you.
Sit. Go. 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 Up.
First stage.
Sit. Go. 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 Up.
So now these are +2s. So whenever our coach gives us a set go or a hit, we're taking 2 sets instead of 1. This is better for tackles, but same emphasis here. Typewriter feet, slow and control.
Sit. Go. 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 Up. Sit. Go. 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 Up.
Good?
Good.
Now I'm at right guard, but see I flipped sides of the line because now we're powering down to a defender inside of us, right? That's why we have to have our outside hand down, inside hand up. Defender's lying inside of me. I have to push off my instep, just almost like run game, push off my instep and go nose to nose with him.
Sit. Go. 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 Up.
Good?
Yep. Sit. Go. 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 Up.
So you're gonna say go, I'm gonna kick, I'm getting vertical, defender's outside of you, power, he's making an inside move, or he started inside of me. So back to the original side of the tape, or line,
So what are you right now?
right guard.
Okay. And where's your defender?
Right now, since he is outside of me, I'm kicking to him. And he's taking an inside move.
So your
and
your defender is to your outside.
but taking an inside move.
Okay. Sit. Go. 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 Up. So now you're a left guard or tackle.
Left guard, yeah,
Defenders inside. Defenders to your outside.
Yeah.
But then replaying to the inside.
yeah.
Set. Go. 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 Up.
Last part of the series, power to kick. I'm at right guard, the defender is inside of me. When I power down to him, now he's gonna take an outside move. So instead of chasing him, I keep my shoulders square and I get vertical.
Sit. Go. 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 Up. So Eric, why don't, so you got a guy, did he start inside of you?
Yep.
And he went outside. Why did you not turn your shoulders?
I did not turn my shoulders because if you turn your shoulders, you turn your hips. And if it's any kind of stunt or twist or loop or blitz, you can't physically get back to where you're supposed to be. And you gave up your inside.
Okay.
So these are this is how you see that your offensive linemen are really pushing off of their inside foot or their post leg when they're in pass pro. So on you. So I really want, maybe I'll even go sideways on this first one. I actually want this foot off the ground.
So you're a right guard, right tackle.
I'm a right guard right now.
Okay. Sit. Go. Sit. Go. Sit. Go. Sit. Go.
Let me go left side too.
Yep. Yeah, from two different angles again. That look good. Sit. Go. Sit. Go. Sit. Go. Sit. Go.
So this is the first part of what we call the strike progression. Okay, so when we're in pass pro, the worst thing we can do is throw our head at stuff. So that's why we start sitting on our butt. If I'm sitting on my butt, I can't throw my head or shoulders, right? We teach one-handed strikes because if I get a hand cleared, I still have the other one to follow up, right? And striking one hand does not allow you to throw your head and shoulders forward. So I'm starting on my butt.
And which one are you longer with? If you have a one-hand strike or two?
One. This is for accuracy, not for power. Find a small target. I'm looking at the eye on this shield symbol. And then switch. Other hand. Okay? Now, we're up on our knees, doing the same thing. Accuracy, not power. We can come to standing up. Okay, last part of the series is we take a set with our punches. So, set, go, and this helps us work on our timing too. Final one again, I'm a left guard now. So if we're striking with our hands instead of our shoulders and head, the natural question is, how do I take on a bull rush, right? Because you're going to get power rush, right? So this is called the pressure hop. We'll maybe splice some clips in here. And the pressure hop just means I'm going to pick up both feet at the same time and reset my hips. Reset the fight, reset the line of scrimmage, right? Boom. It's like the top of an RDL or hang clean. So we start on air. So you can't see the line, but I have my feet on a thin black line here. So go. See how I'm picking up both feet and replacing them at the same time.
Eric, is this the only time you'd ever pick up both feet at the same time?
Yes. Because you're already getting power rest, right? See how I'm squeezing my butt? This hip leverage is, and if you are anchored under the guy, is what allows you to use his momentum against himself. Okay? So the next part of the series is we can't predict or guess when we have to use this, right? So it has to be reactionary. So our partner is going to give us a little push and to let us know when to reset our hips. You're a movie director. So now our partner has an exercise ball. The reason is that he can transfer a large amount of force into me and have to have me reset my hips without giving me too much pop. So, you feel that? That's a good one. Like, that's the most realistic.
Coaching point here, you're on your toes, right?
Learning to reset from the worst possible spots. I kind of like this. I can't guess. Good. Good?
Good. Good.
So we call these scarecrow sets, like a scarecrow. The idea is the scarecrow, the bar on your back, forces you to keep your chest up as you take your sets. I like to do my sets, you guys can't see it, but I'm actually facing a mirror right now. The mirror forces me to stay square too. So that I'll go 3 kicks to 3 powers. Scarecrow sets again.
Explain it.
So these are called Kegel walks. Kegel walks are related to pass pro in that we talked about earlier, we talked about ankle lead, where your ankle is outside your knee. These force your knees to stay inside your ankles. So I'm gonna go vertical, I'm gonna go forward, I'm gonna go sideways too. So I'm a right guard. Sideways.
Eric, how do Kegel steps reinforce typewriter steps?
Because they have to be click, click, right? They have to be fast and follow each other up. If they don't, you're gonna lose flow. So now this is left side. So my left foot's slightly back.
Okay.
These are called rolling down unders. We're gonna try to stay low in Australian hips. We have to roll the exercise ball with us as we take our pass sets. Emphasis on keeping our chest up. So I'm getting in my pass pro, Australian hips, and I gotta bring the ball with me. Because now my shoulders and hips can't change levels. And then power. I'll go left side. Now the left guard or left tackle. There.
Okay.
So these are called wood choppers. We have to keep our core engaged as we sit in Australian hips. So I'm in Australian hips, locking this band out. First, we're just gonna hold it. If we hold it, we're going to bring the band across to our inside leg without moving our shoulders or our hips. And then we can bring our back hip with us. If we can do that, we can go one-handed straight. Left-handed, wood choppers again. As a left guard, left tackle. Pin the knee in, Australian hips. Sit here. Tight core. Bring it across without moving my hips. Now I can lock it out, bring my back hip. And then slow one-handed punches. Good?
Okay.
This is anchor drill. It's where your partner's gonna push and pull you, and you have to react accordingly. I might have to pressure hop, and if your partner pulls, like push to pull, you gotta sit your butt down, shoulders out, and walk it back. Good?
The back foot if you have to. It's okay. That's not the front. It's close. Good. Good.
So this is blind matrix refit. This is the extra credit of the course. So I brought this mask to show that I'm actually blind. Your offense lineman can just close their eyes. So what we're trying to do here is, from no matter what position we're at, we want, in our pass pro, we want to control the other guy by controlling his chest, controlling his inside, right? But you don't always land there. You have to learn how to refit, right? How to refit your hands. So, blind, matrix. So these arms can almost operate independently of each other. Go! Go! Ah, that's a good one. If the camera can see that. You can turn me however you want. Go! Go! Go!
Use his hands refitting. Is this your guys? Let's watch. Watch his hands.